I was a media analyst for a number of years, and the division that has been occurring for some time, that's being driven by a lot of the narratives that exist within the media, both on the left as well as the right. When people ask, how can they believe that over there? How can they believe that over there? When you were talking about COVID and how COVID ended up being politicized, despite the fact that everybody needed to be concerned about what was happening, the way it was playing out through the different types of media. If you are a left leaning person or a right leaning person, you were reading two completely different narratives of what was going on during COVID. If you were to focus on the left leaning media, there was uh, a high probability that you were going to read an article that was focusing on raw numbers, the millions of people that have died, or the millions of people who have gotten sick. And this is why we need to be concerned about this. And then in the right leaning media, the probability of you reading those raw numbers that was going to be minimal. It was all about, yeah, and there's a 90 something percent survival rate, and
Right.
within this age group there's a 98% survival rate among children. And so when the question is, how can you even look at it that way? How can you believe it? Why are you thinking that way? Well, look at what you're reading. If you're not expanding what you're looking at and then having those conversations with others who are reading things that the narrative is different from what you're reading, of course you're going to look at it from two completely different points of view, and you're going to have two completely different understandings of what is actually going on. And somewhere in the middle of all that is the what the actual truth is. What are the facts? And
Right.
it is possible both are correct. Yeah,
Right.
millions of people were dying, and yes, it had a very high survival rate. That was a case where it is possible two things can be true at the same time.